Hello and welcome to another episode of Bad Comic Review. Today I am looking at Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, issue 1. Now I looked at the 0 issue and it was pretty fun. This one was a little weaker, but we'll talk about it. It's written by Marguerite Bennett and Christina Trujillo, art by Moriat and Demi Macaraz. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. This cover is cover E. There are like 20 covers, counting sketch covers, black and white covers, and various variants. This may not be the cover you see in the stores. This is put out by Dynamite, which Dynamite's kind of a mixed bag these days, apparently. And I have to say, the art was pretty good. The pages, again, just like the other issue, where the kid is at his house, look like they're done by a separate artist, and they're crap. I mean, he's got this cat, and it looks like high school amateur hour stuff. But then you get into the jungle scenes and it looks pretty good. It's very dynamic. The cats look good. Like, she's got this pet jaguar or black panther named Yagua or something like that. Sheena's running around and she sees another drone and she calls it a flying turtle. So she, of course, knocks it out of the sky with a spear, only to go back to her village where there's this bunch of armed men getting ready to kill her, or kill the elders, and she jumps in to save the tribe from getting mowed down, and everybody gets mad at her. Like, she's got the leader with the knife to his throat, and yeah, a bunch of people probably would have got killed, but this is a hero book. And they're all taunting her and saying, "You're the one that's violent." Well, you're a bunch of guys with guns pointed at people. That was really annoying. Even her tribal elder or whatever is chiding at her, but she's not wrong. They were gonna mow that old guy down, then they're like pointing the finger at her for being violent intruder. Whatever. So we learned that they work for Cadwell Industries. Cadwell is apparently some sort of strip mining operation, some very vague looking equipment, and a surveyor has gone missing. These guys say the simplest answer is to get out of our way, and then they say, "Take aim, boys." Well, obviously, she wasn't wrong for attacking them, so that was a bit stupid. But then she points to Chim, her pet simian friend, who has the metal turtle, and drops it at their feet and says, "Look, other people know about us, other people are watching you. Are you as fearless when you're gambling with your own life?" And he doesn't have anything to say to that, except that they have 3 days to find the surveyor, and if not, they will guarantee the next one doesn't go missing, and they're going to kill everybody in the jungle. Well, one of the young ladies with a baby in the tribe tells Sheena that she saw this surveyor and that he was in the jungle and he went east. So she's gonna go find him. She hunts around talking to her kitty cat friend. This is the part that really ruined the book for me. She pulls out a roll of film and pulls the film out of the canister. It's still in a canister. It's labeled 800 ISO, which is really fast film to be shooting jungle photography. That's for moving things, moving objects, sports photography, stuff like that. That should have been 400 ISO, but that's neither here nor there. She pulls the film out, holds it up to the light, and there is an exposed negative. That is not how film works. This was clearly written by somebody that is too young to remember film photography. If you had pulled the film out of the canister like that, it would have been exposed to the light and you'd have a strip of black film, not a negative. A negative is suddenly developed on this film. That is not how film works on a canister. And it's obviously an image of her parents. Unless she had a vat of chemicals and then for some reason developed the film and then put it back into the metal can, which would have been fairly difficult, or at least time-consuming and annoying, then there's no reason this would happen. Film does not magically develop into negatives. That's not how photography works. So that really annoyed me, because it's technically incorrect, and it's lazy, because they could have easily looked that up, and in 3 minutes figured out that exposing raw film to light would have ruined it. Yeah. I don't know why I got really upset by that, but I did. Anyway, she tracks this individual down, finds some litter, and then swings around talking to herself for a little bit, finds a guy humming along the stream, which is really dangerous in the jungle. I'll give him credit for getting that part right. And then she jumps down and says, "I found you at last, trespasser," and the issue ends. So Sheena's pretty tough, but there was a lot of hypocrisy with this jungle interaction with these guys that were gonna mow down her entire tribe, and the tribe leader saying that she's given them more reason to get aggressive. Well, that's crap. They were gonna kill you anyway. I think that was a little dumb. It was a little too showing a little too much restraint, I think, on the part of Sheena and the tribe. And they don't find it weird. There's a blonde white girl in this Amazonian jungle tribe. They even say that we're not the bad guy here, but they threaten to kill everyone. Yeah, you are the bad guy. Make up your mind where you're going with the story. So yeah, it was kind of a mixed bag. It was a little confusing. I thought the art was pretty good overall. I thought Sheena was drawn really well. It's very dynamic, lots of action. Not a great story, but not the worst I've ever read. Just kind of middle of the road. The cover picture with the cosplayer, I believe that's Ashley Du. Ashley Du. I think that's pronounced Du. She's cute, but other than that, it was a fairly weak first issue in my opinion, but not the worst thing I've ever read. So hopefully issue 2 will pick up. I've got the first 4 issues. I think I might order the 5th depending on how these go. So we'll see how it goes from here. Hopefully it improves a little bit. And they're not going to hold back and do as much goofing around with, stopping violent people from mowing down your tribe. But we'll see where it goes. In the meantime, my assessment of this one would be as kind of a middle-of-the-road issue. I wasn't super impressed with it, but I didn't hate it. Except for that film thing. That drove me nuts. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.